In one of my earliest videos, I discussed the greater Star Wars universe, explaining that there are, in fact, 9 galaxies, not counting our own, which are specifically referenced. Now that being a nerd and reading old Star Wars material is really my full-time job, I have discovered a few others, which I'll cover along with my main topic for today's video: every alien species from outside the galaxy. I find this stuff super interesting, and I'm excited to share it with you guys. Most people know about the Yuuzhan Vong, but not a whole lot else. But before we get too far into it, let's start with the basics and talk extragalactic locales. First off, there are 7 dwarf galaxies orbiting the main Star Wars galaxy. Included in this category are Fire Fist and the Rishi Maze, both which actually make an on-screen appearance in Attack of the Clones, as well as companions Kresh, or C, through Grek, G. That gives us the base 7, and then we have the unnamed home galaxy of the Yuuzhan Vong, which, along with the galaxy far, far away itself, where everything important happens, gives us 9. Alongside that, we do have 2 or 3 more extragalactic locations to add, but we'll discuss those later. Let's now look at the actual alien species. I think it makes most sense to examine the creatures based on which galaxy they come from. Let's start with the satellite galaxies, and just so you guys know, it's only technically Fire Fist, or Companion Besh, and the Rishi Maze, Companion Auric, which appear in any primary material. The Rishi Maze is visited by Han and Chewbacca in a short story, which I've covered in a previous video. However, no aliens are seen. Fire Fist, on the other hand, is seemingly teeming with life. The classic Marvel Comics introduced an alien invasion storyline as the final major arc of its run. After the Battle of Endor, the Alliance of Free Planets, a prototype New Republic, is attacked by the Nagai, who have partnered with elements of the Empire, including the Darksider Lumia. However, it's soon revealed that the Nagai were only invading to run from the even more brutal Toffs, also hailing from Fire Fist and who invade on their own later on. Eventually, the Alliance, the Empire with the exception of Lumia, the Nagai, and even the Mandalorians work together to repel the Toffs, sending them running back to their own galaxy. Also from Fire Fist were the Macabre and the Faroon, as well as other species likely conquered by the Toffs. And as a note, at one point the aforementioned species were retconned to be from within the unknown regions, and thus the galaxy proper. From what I could tell, this was only a StarWars.com article, however, their heritage was later confirmed to be extragalactic in reference books, especially the Essential Guide to Warfare, which directly states that they hailed from the Companion Besh satellite galaxy. And that's all we know about life in Companions A through G, but I would like to reiterate that the latter 5 are only mentioned in the Essential Atlas, so it's not unlikely that there is some life there, it was just never explored. The next major category is aliens from the Yuuzhan Vong galaxy. We don't learn a lot about the unnamed galaxy during the New Jedi Order, only that it was decimated by the Vong, with most living beings being exterminated during what was known as the Kremlevian War. The Vong, however, did use the Chazrak lizard species as frontline disposable foot soldiers, and the invaders of course also brought with them a bevy of militarized life forms, including various types of crabs, bugs, and other beings. Many of these would have originated directly from the Vong's galaxy, while some would have been grown and engineered as the invaders traveled through intergalactic space. Then you have the Vong themselves, of course, and the new Essential Guide to Droids, which interestingly retconned and named a pair of famous droids as native to the Yuuzhan Vong galaxy: the Silentium, first seen in the Mind Harp of Sharu, and the Abominor, first seen as the Great Heap in Star Wars droids. The two species apparently fought each other, leading to the aggressiveness and warlike nature of the Vong, as well as, along with the rest of life in the galaxy, their extinction. Some of course did make their way to the Star Wars galaxy, and along with the Vong and what they brought with them, probably represent all remaining life from their home. Finally, we have a few other miscellaneous species that I'd just like to mention. Of course, there's Waru from the Crystal Star. Whether he's from a different dimension, galaxy, or both is unclear, but I think he counts. Then we have the pilot of Ship from an unknown galaxy, also decimated by war, which I've covered more in depth in a prior video. These two are galaxies that I didn't catch in my earlier video and I'd like to add now. There are also other extra-dimensional species, but I haven't done the research on them yet, and to be honest, I don't want to go too far down that rabbit hole for today's video. And that's it. Those are all of the extragalactic species that we see in Star Wars Legends. However, as a quick note, I haven't included any of the beings which are technically outside of the galaxy, but within intergalactic space. Most prominently, and perhaps solely, that would refer to any alien from the Camino system. Nor have I included any territory that is so far in the unknown regions, or perhaps in some sort of orbiting stellar body that it pushes the limit, and I think the best example of that would probably be the Cyru. Nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, a comment, subscribe, and hit that bell if you haven't already. I'm also very active on Twitter and Discord, links to everything in the description. Until next time guys, this has been EckhartsLadder. May the Force be with you.